Hello everyone and welcome to Blues TV. We are in the wonderful Chelsea Express on the Fulham Road, directly opposite the East Stand entrance. For you Blues TV fans, there is 10% off, so if you just come in, say you saw it on Blues TV, they will give you 10% off on a match day. So, great food, wasn't it? We've just had, I've had some chicken. You had breaded chicken, didn't you?
Bread, chicken and rice.
Yeah, it was lovely, right up there. First and foremost, before we get into the United preview, so sorry for my absence recently. I've been trying to find a house in London. I had to move and I couldn't find anywhere, but I finally found somewhere and I'm back.
She's back now.
So they've been holding the fort for me, so thank you very much to Lewis and the lads. Anyway, we've got a big fixture on Wednesday. I'm very excited about it.
Revenge
For the horrible start to the season that we had against them. But our team's really turned around since then. What Frank's done is none other than, to me, it's extraordinary what he's done and what he's getting out of the players. You know, we've got rival teams like Arsenal who are obviously having a massively, well, they're not having the peachiest of months.
So I shouldn't say much.
But, you know, they're all talking about how Frank Lampard has done this and the mentality of the players and how they're playing together. And we're just a completely different team to what we were at the start of the season. So I think we've got a good chance of winning this.
We definitely got a good chance of this. And like I said earlier, revenge is on the table. We all know what happened the last time we played Manchester United. We went there and we got a piping. And until Sunday, they hadn't scored more than a goal in a game. So we need to go there. And we have improved over the last couple of months. So we need to show the change from August to now. But the one thing I also want to say is we also shouldn't underestimate Manchester United. They look like they're starting to finally find their feet. They've won 2 games in a row. They beat Norwich 3-0, I think, yesterday. And I don't want to underestimate them as well, because we have to be honest and look at that side and say, regardless how poor they've been playing, if you also look at the way they've been playing against top 6 sides, I don't think they've lost to one yet. They drew to Arsenal, drew to Liverpool as well, and beat us 4-0, of course. So obviously they do still have some sort of experience when it comes to facing top 6 sides. So as much as we need to get revenge against them, let's not be complacent. Let's not make it seem like it's going to be a walkover.
But I don't think Frank's thinking that, though.
No, I don't think Frank's thinking that, but I'm thinking just in case.
Yeah, but I do think we are a much more together team than United. I think Norwich is a pretty easy fixture, if I'm being honest. Fine, their result against Liverpool was good for them, but you're always going to turn up against the good teams in this, and I suppose that will be the case on Wednesday, but I just feel like we've got the upper hand. I don't want to speak too soon because we were very confident for the last one. It's a completely different ball game to the start of the season, and I think Frank and the lads will really, really want to, make a point, and
definitely,
we're on home soil, so there's no reason why we shouldn't be getting the win here. We're going to do a team prediction. Predicted 11. In goal, obviously.
Kepa.
Yeah, for sure. And then I still think we need to go with a strong back line.
But I do think there might be a bit of rotation.
Yeah, to get some of them a rest, of course.
I really think Reece James might be starting this one. Because I think Reece James' first start before this was Lille in the Champions League. I don't think he's had a start since then. And obviously now more fixtures are starting to come back and forth, and we're going to want to start rotating players. I think right back is an easy place to do it right now, especially the fact that I don't think you're going to see that much of a difference in terms of consistency and solidity on the right-hand side with Reece James or Azpilicueta. So it's an easy change to make. So I'd see Reece James playing on Wednesday.
Cool. Middle of the field, it's a cup game, don't forget. So I suppose he could rotate.
He could. I could still see Tomori playing.
Yeah.
Because Tomori's been the best out of the lot.
I still see Zuma play. I don't think he's going to change the centre back.
Is Christensen injured, or is he just on the bench?
I just don't think he'll play. I think it's still United, don't forget. Of course, they're going to rotate their team as well, but I wouldn't be comfortable moving either of those two out. I know we want to rotate, but I don't think that means that you do it for the sake of it.
Yeah, to be fair, I still think that defence needs a little bit more tightening up, and they do need to kind of get some more chemistry together. So more game time's just going to do that. So yeah, Tomori and Zuma.
Yep, and then on the left,
Emerson's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Alonso for there. And also, I think he's playing well.
Alonso hasn't been poor.
Yeah, and I don't think he's had too much to do.
And to be fair, Tomori covers him brilliantly as well. So yeah, they work perfectly together.
Yeah, exactly. So I think our back line's pretty much we're just with the exception of changing around Dave. Into the midfield then.
It's probably going to be the same 3, isn't it?
Go on then.
Because Barkley's injured, Kante's injured, and Kovacic played. So it'd be Kovacic, Jorginho and Mount, wouldn't it?
Are you happy to keep... Mount, to me, does need a bit of a rest. But I don't think Frank will take him out purely because I think he's vital to the midfield at the moment.
It's the thing though. I do think he could do with a rest, and that's one of the areas where we could really change up a little bit. But is there an option to do it?
Not really.
That's the thing. So I feel like our hands kind of being forced on that one.
Yeah. But one thing I don't want to do is stress him out, because Mount, you can see he's played so many games this season already. Like, he's obviously going to get naturally tired, and we do need him fit for the Premier League. You know, we need. I think top four's in our reach now, so we don't really want to mess that up.
Definitely in our reach. But the one thing that we don't want to do is, if we start tiring out our players and we start fatiguing them too much, if form starts to dip, this is still a very young, very inexperienced side. We don't want them to start dropping or to have a bad run of form, because the question is, how are they going to manage it? We had a tough start to the season, but it was just tough. It wasn't a poor run of form. It wasn't anything shocking. It wasn't like anything towards the start of the year when we were just going our ways and getting piped every single game.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to see us have that sort of issue, because if we do, who's to say we come back from it?
True. So you're going to stick with the same three, though?
Same three.
Okay, and then moving further forward, the last part of the field, Pulisic, I think, is going to feature. Okay, fine. Hudson-Odoi could. But I don't think, the reason I'm putting Pulisic in there, I don't think he's had enough game time this season. If we're talking about somebody who's on form and isn't going to be too tired out, he'd be the one to put in there, wouldn't he?
Here's the thing, with all the wingers, it's actually it's another really good selection, Headache, because they're all firing well.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say as much for Pedro, but for Willian, Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, they're all doing brilliantly. But I do agree with you with the fact that Pulisic has been struggling for a long part of the season. Now he's just got a hat-trick. It would be stupid to throw him out.
Yeah, exactly.
He definitely needs to start, and you want to see him build on a performance like that.
Yeah.
So I'd go with Pulisic as well. But I'd also go with Hudson-Odoi, because I love
Hudson-Odoi. But we can rotate them on the day.
Oh yeah, it's only because Hudson-Odoi came on as a sub, so he'd be the more fresh.
Yeah.
So I'd say you definitely got to dash him in at least.
Yep, other two.
So yeah, him and Pulisic on the wings. And up front, maybe Giroud.
Do you reckon?
I think Tammy's the one where I think he could do with a bit of a rest.
Do you?
Yeah,
I always am for resting the midfield, because they're the ones who have, to run up and down the pitch.
Yeah.
I just think we need goals. I don't think against, if we were playing against, I don't know, bloody Burnley again, or whoever it was, it'd be a different situation. But I do think with United we need goals. I think they're going to come to try and score, obviously. And I feel like we need Tammy up front still. I'm not comfortable with changing him around.
Here's the thing.
Should we leave it up to them? They can choose, maybe.
I'd do the same thing. I'd leave it up to them. But I also kind of think, I completely agree with your point. Tammy Abraham's the best striker we got out the free by a mile, and you want your best players for a game against Manchester United. But I'm looking at the last two games. I'm looking at Burnley. I'm looking at Ajax. Now, it's not even the fact that he didn't score. It's just, I don't think Tammy Abraham had the same influence that you usually see from him. I'm thinking, let's take him out of the next game. Maybe bring him on as a sub. But I say also bring in Drew, because you know what Drew can bring into the team.
I do like Giroud, yeah.
Yeah, he links up play well. He'll bring the best out of Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi. And this guy also turns up when we need him to. I mean, we didn't expect him to score against Liverpool in the Super Cup. He scored against Arsenal in the Europa League final. We didn't expect him to have much of an impact. He did it. He shows up when we need him to show up. And I think Giroud might have something up his sleeve in this game. So it's a bit interesting for me.
Okay, I would go with Tammy, because I'm just not confident to take him out of the team. But you would go with Giroud.
Yeah.
So let's leave it up to the Blues TV fans. Guys, you choose who you would like up front. That is our starting 11. I think we've done all right there. I think there's probably a few changes that the fans would make.
Yeah.
And we may have got it. Yeah, we may have got it slightly wrong, because it's sort of a hard one. It's a cup game, so you don't really want to. You don't want to take out all your best players, but you want to give others a bit of a rest. It's a hard one because
Also
it's United,
yeah.
And also we don't know how United are going to out their team. But considering they're not going so well in the Premier League in terms of points, and I know they've had a couple of good games, but I mean that's a draw and a win.
They're desperate.
Yeah, they're desperate. So they're going to want to win something this year. So as do we, but I do think they've got a bit of a harder job. So I think they'll probably come out of quite a strong team compared to what they would normally do if they were, say, third place right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's leave it up to you guys to decide the striker, who you think deserves a chance in the team, who hasn't probably featured as much so far this season, and also give us your score prediction. What are you going for?
We need... I'm going to go...
Listen, I'm going to go 3-1.
Yeah, I was going to say 3-1 too.
I'm going to go 3-1 because I think on the day we wouldn't do too badly.
Yeah.
If all goes to plan. I'm going to go 3-1. let's see how the team's set out. You guys comment below, let us know your thoughts. And of course, if you like this video, please subscribe. And like we said before, if you are a Blues TV fan, come down to Chelsea Express and, you know, just simply mention our name and you'll get 10% off all your food.
Honestly, try it. It's good.
Hello everyone, I am Sophie Rose.
And I'm Lewis Gebre-Selassie, and we are your new presenters for Blues TV for the upcoming season.
So make sure you click the subscribe button and keep watching.